Yes, yes, it is a badge. Mwah. You may kiss a badge. Mwah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a win, a very big win for Chelsea. No matter how bad it came about, it doesn't matter how the game was played. What matters, the most important thing right now is how the game was won. Yes, very bad first half. Very, very bad first half. But the second half was what we expected. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's blog, and I want you to like the video, share the video, and let me hear from you in the comment section. Let's get started. It ended, ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 in favor of Chelsea. And I'm happy. Yeah, I am happy. I'm excited. You may say, first half goal by Fulham. The 18-year-old, yes, very controversial. But hey, the law is the law. The rules are the rules. We all accepted the VAR to give us verdict, and the VAR did its job. So the law is the law. The rules are the rules. VAR has done its job. Referee has done its job. Now, since from that moment, we noticed Chelsea first half wasn't that good. Delap injury. And that is where my concern actually started from. Delap, hamstring. I'm glad the way it looks like, the way it looked, actually, it doesn't look that serious. It might just be maybe 3 weeks. Yeah. The way it looks, it might not be serious. We wait to hear from the coach, but the way the situation is right now, I personally think that it will not be more than 3 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, my worry is that just about 6 hours ago, we let go Jackson. The only number 9 we have now, hamstring. Hamstring. Joao Pedro is not a pure 9. And it was clear when Delap got a hamstring and was substituted. That first half, we had terrible problems. We had challenges. Tariq George came in, yes, but no. Are we going to go back into the transfer market? Can we fight this battle? Let's just say the result comes out and it's good. 2 weeks, he's back, fine. But what if it's going to take a longer period? But what I'm not too sure is whether Chelsea can call off Jackson's deal, or we can recall him even in January. I am not too sure. Jackson right now, ladies and gentlemen, it ended 2-0. Chelsea won. A win and a clean sheet. Better second half after a very poor first. International break next. Now, the lab issue is a concern that we need to work on. And let me just show you this. Exclusive. This is exclusive for you on this channel. Jackson's first picture. Jackson's first picture as FC Bayern player after deal agreed in the morning of today with Chelsea. Jackson is on his way to Munich as we speak with his agent Al Barat and Diomansi Kamara. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jackson's first picture after the announcement this morning. And hey, can I shock you? This is Jackson's first picture after the announcement this morning. Can I shock you? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here you are with a video. Walking towards the flight to board a flight to Germany. That is Jackson for you. Jackson is in Bavaria, Germany right now as we speak, to undergo his medical and conclude the signing. Can Chelsea stop the transaction? Is it possible? Deal agreed. And this deal is like, I've never seen this kind of deal before. Honestly. At this moment that we are right now, the money is good. Bayern is paying so much for Chelsea. But are we going to collect the money at the expense of our own team's performance? Delap injured. We won the 3 points. We won the 3 points. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Okay. I can confirm to you that Bayern's deal for Jackson is one of the most expensive loan transfer in football history ever. And intentionally, both at Bayern and Chelsea, the expectation is that the cost will rise. The cost will rise. The 15 million euro we had could rise to 22.5 million once performance bonuses are met. Targets so light that they are essential. The targets are so light. Chelsea makes sure that the target for Jackson to meet are so light that they are essentially guaranteed that just that target could be met, and the loan deal could be up to 22.5 million euro. Yeah. To top it off, the agreement include an 83.5 million buy option. 83.5 million buy option and a sell-on clause in Chelsea's favor. So it means that this deal is well over 100 million euros. Plus a sell-on clause if Bayern decide to sell him tomorrow. Sell-on clause. Structured in the way as a clause, Bayern assured their counterparts in the Luis Diaz deal with Liverpool, which many doubted until it proved true. Listen, the structure of the transfer goes even further. Bayern not only agreed to cover Jackson's full salary, they also handed him a single-digit signing fee. Single-digit signing fee simply for accepting the loan move. Something unprecedented. Something unprecedented in European football for a temporary deal. To make the finances work, Bayern sold Paul Werner to PSV for 15 million. A move presented publicly as part of youth strategy, but in reality, a financial necessity. Since without that cash injection, the supervisory board would never have signed off on the transfer for Jackson. Now, Chelsea, who were more than willing to let Jackson leave for the cash, for the money, for the juicy offer, have transformed a squad player into a historic cash machine, ATM. A historic cash machine. The English club even forced Bayern to accept a penalty clause. The English club, Chelsea, even forced Bayern to accept a penalty clause worth around 7.5 million euros, obliging them to pay more if the 83.5 million buy option is not exercised. You see, the buy option clause is not obligated. It's not obligated. But if Jackson exceeded the targets, maybe the goals, the assists, and everything, the whole deal will rise to 23.5 million, right? Now, if at the end of the season, Bayern decide that we are not going to activate the buy option clause, which is about 83.5 million euros. If they decide they will not activate it, they will still have to give Chelsea 7.5 million as a penalty. Though it is no obligation to buy, but they will still have to pay Chelsea another 7.5 million euros, obliging them to pay more if the 83.5 million buy option is not exercised. The effect is to leave Bayern boxed into a lose-lose outcome or a loss-loss outcome. Chelsea wicked. We wicked. If we fall our hand, we bought Jackson how much? 33 million, 34 million euros. If we add the penalty clause to the loan fee, the signing bonus, the performance add-ons, and the full salary, the total cost of a single season for Nicolas Jackson in Munich will approach 50 million. Why am I even going to this? Chelsea has won. We are supposed to be celebrating. But because of the Delap injury, so I'm trying to let you know the money that Chelsea is chasing. If we add everything together, Chelsea will be close to 50 million euro for a single season transfer. In Munich, in Bayern right now, the deal is presented as an ambition. They presented a deal to Bayern fans as an ambition. Yet, in reality, it is nothing more than desperation. It is nothing more than desperation, dressed up as strategy. Paul Werner, one of the brightest youth prospects, was sacrificed in this deal. Bayern sanctioned a record loan and even handed an unprecedented signing fee to a loanee in Nicolas Jackson, all to save a face in a failing window. Chelsea will invest the windfall into their future, while Bayern cut into their own to finance a single season of panic. From the market leader to market victim, Bayern's decline is now written in contrast, line by line, clause by clause. Ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea has won both ways. On the field of play tonight against Fulham and against Bayern. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea fans, cheer up. Yes, player of the match, man of the match, João Pedro. I'll see you guys all in the next one with Stealing. Shalom and peace.